I subscribe to the channel.
If you're the kind of person who quits when they get hit with hard times, you are destined to fail against the men who do the absolute opposite. And let me tell you the kicker. There are men less intelligent than you. There are men less smart, less strong, less handsome, less anything you could name. They may fail against you in every single human metric except for perseverance. You give up, they don't, and they will be the ones who win. It's actually remarkable that some of you can have all of the gifts, all of the talents, all of the advantages, all of the luck, and still you're the kind of person who gives up when it gets hard and you're getting beaten by people who should never beat you. A Nissan should never break a Ferrari, but let me tell you something. A Nissan should never beat a Ferrari around a track, but if the Ferrari breaks down halfway and the Nissan keeps going, the Nissan is going to win. And this is the best thing about life, because you can't control what God decided you're going to be given to play this game with. You can't control how tall God made you, and you can't control how smart God made you. You can learn things, but there's always going to be men like me who will trounce you on an intellectual battlefield and leave you perplexed, confused, and decimated, because we are far more intelligent than you could ever be. You can't control those things, but you can control whether you're the kind of person who gives up or continues to fight. That is your choice. That is your decision you can make. And the best thing about it is it's the most important thing. You can't control things that are not essential to success, but you can control the one thing which is absolutely essential to success, which is your perseverance and your unmatched indefatigability.
If you're pre-product market fit, the best advice that I have from that period is action produces information. So just like keep doing stuff. You know, I remember like Paul Graham.
Good line. It's a good line.
Yeah, Paul Graham had this great line like that. I think that's his line, and he was like, startups are like sharks. If they stop swimming, they die. You know, so even if you're like not sure what to do, like just do anything, because when you do it, it'll produce some information. Like people liked it, they didn't. This was very true for me. There was times where I just did something instead of debating it endlessly and like just try it. You know, like all right, so we shipped it, and like there was a couple times where like the minute I shipped it, I was like, I know we built this wrong, but now I have an idea of what to do next. And it wasn't, I only would have had that idea if we'd actually gone through the exercise of going to build it. It's like, my other favorite analogy for this is that you're like at the base of a mountain that's shrouded in fog, and you're looking up at the mountain and you're trying to think like, okay, how do I get up there? But you can only see like 3 or 4 steps ahead because the fog is so thick. So you have to just take steps into the unknown. And when you take 3 steps, another 3 steps will be revealed ahead of you. And sometimes you'll end up on some local maximum. You'll have to retrace your steps or whatever, or come up to a cliff, you know. But most people in life don't take the steps into the fog, into the unknown, because it's scary.
Big opportunities in life have to be seized. We don't do very many things, but when we get the chance to do something that's right and big, we've got to do it. And even to do it in a small scale is just as big a mistake almost as not doing it at all. I mean, you've really got to grab them when they come, because you're not going to get 500 great opportunities. You would be better off if when you got out of school here, you got a punch card with 20 punches on it, and every financial decision you made, you used up a punch. You'd get very rich because you'd think through very hard each one. I mean, you went to a cocktail party and somebody talked about a company, you didn't even understand what they did or couldn't pronounce the name, but they made some money last week and another one like it. You wouldn't buy it if you only had 20 punches on that card. There's a temptation to dabble, particularly during bull markets. In stocks, it's so easy. You know, it's easier now than ever because you can do it online. You know, just you click it in and maybe it goes up a point and you get excited about that and you buy another one the next day and so on. You can't make any money over time doing that. But if you had a punch card with only 20 punches, you weren't going to get another one in the rest of your life, you would think a long time before every investment decision. And you would make good ones and you'd make big ones. And you probably wouldn't even use all 20 punches in your lifetime, but you wouldn't need to.
What doubts do you have about yourself internally?
It's not, I've never, doubt is such a strange thing. I mean, it's, you know, there'll be times where you succeed and there are times that you fail. And so wasting your time doubting whether you're going to be successful or not is pointless. It is. I mean, you just put one foot in front of the other, you control what you can't control, and then you see what the outcome is, right? If you win, great. You're going to have to wake up the next day and do the journey over again. If you lose, it sucks, but you're going to have to wake up the next day and do the journey all over again anyway, right?
I know the classiest thing would be to downplay the effort that went into this role and how much this means to me, but the truth is this was 5.5 years of my life. I poured everything I had into playing this incomparable artist, Mr. Bob Dylan. And I know we're in a subjective business, but the truth is I'm really in pursuit of greatness. I know people don't usually talk like that, but I want to be one of the greats. I'm inspired by the greats. I'm inspired by the greats here tonight. I'm as inspired by Daniel Day-Lewis, Marlon Brando, and Viola Davis as I am by Michael Jordan and Michael Phelps, and I want to be up there. So I'm deeply grateful to that. This doesn't signify that, but it's a little more fuel, it's a little more ammo to keep going. Thank you so much.
I subscribe to the channel. I just wanted to see the city again.
And that's that love they write those beautiful songs about.
Yes, our great written all over her.
And I want to see just once.